All right, I'm back. Um, let's see. I made a few small changes, not much, but I'll just go over them really quick. So I have this time delta here that I'm not really using, but this was for me to be able to easily just subtract a day and subtract a day from the current date in case I wanted to get the data from the day before because I hadn't gotten it because it wasn't set up. So I just add that in there in case the timer's not working or something. I want to get the previous day. I could obviously specify an exact date and get it that way, but anyways, and then calc bar. So this wasn't working correctly down here. So I moved it up here, and basically for production, this is the what you want to do. I did do this earlier, so I did that, and that does not return a list, so it returns a string, so you got to be careful with that. Which makes sense, because it's just indexing into a list, and it's getting the item at that index, whereas this is slicing the list. Um, so that's that, and then basically what I had down here, I put up here for the testing part, and then I have this just setting it to an empty array, initializing it, and then yeah, is that it? So that's it for that. I moved this get percent up down um, to this testing block because in production I'm not going to get the data ahead of time for the init part. This is the thing that runs at the end of the day. I'm not gonna get the calculations. I'm basically only getting the current day, which would be the next day because this runs at the end of the day, and then the next day I would actually be using this. So it doesn't need to be part of init, and therefore I'm optionally or importing it if it's testing only. And then what else? Is last date. Is latest date. I was testing like production and it complained about missing a parameter. I think because it's named parameter or it has a value, a default value. So um, I uh, I just set that to true and pass it in. I could just put true here, but I think it's a little bit more clear if I do it that way. What else? That's that. That's that. Went over all that. I put a question mark at the end of this because I'm not sure if that's true. I gotta revisit that later if I ever wanted to run it on the same day instead of the previous day. But for now, I don't see a reason for that. So that's that. Got that. Last row only. So this, basically if you're testing, I want to get all the data, all the calculated data for the percent up down, which the one I'm doing is going to be a little bit different, but it's basically way faster if I just do it on the last row. Not necessarily for this calculation, but for others. So um, basically last row only because testing, I want to get them all because if you get them all initially, then it's faster to do it. It's faster afterwards, but uh, for um, for testing or for production, obviously you would only want the last row. So, and that's I believe set to true by default, but I could look at that. Let me look at that actually. Yeah, true. I'm still debating whether I should do all the calculations ahead of time during testing or actually make it a real test, but I think I'm gonna go with that route for now. So I can save this production start date. I'll just call the commit. It's makes the most sense. Anything in here related to that? I don't think so. It's some other stuff I want to go over. Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. So git commit production start date, I think. I'll just call prod. There's that. And then the other change I made, actually it was no changes. I was just messing with another calculation and I was trying to time it, make it fast as possible. I tried this multiprocessing. It did speed it up. I might use that at some point, but for now, I'm not going to use it. It's fast enough. It takes about 20 seconds. So after every 15-minute interval, there's going to be 20 seconds where it's not working correctly, or it's not picking up anything, but I'll look into that later. So that's that, and then import time, I was using that to time it and speed things up. NumPy I use for the calculations as well, but I'm not using it right now. Ticker subset. So this was another thing I was doing to test. Basically, instead of getting all the tickers, I was getting like 500, 1,000, 2,000, testing how long it took, and then 5,000 is a good benchmark, but I got to the point where getting every ticker with the filtering takes about 20 seconds, and I'll get to the filtering in just a second. And then I'm leaving that for quickly testing right now. One of the filtering I looked at, things for filtering I looked at doing was a minimum volume. It's something I noted before. Basically, I'm just getting the volume on the previous day, or if there's, in case of testing, it would be both, I think, both days. Yeah. So it gets the volume, and I was just basically filtering out any tickers that had less than 100,000 average volume by grabbing the volume, resampling for daily, getting the daily volume average, and then resample, or not resampling, and then mapping that onto this column, and then what else? Print. Oh yeah, and just seeing how many tickers were before and after I used the filter. So that's that. I'm not gonna do that because this is good enough. I might do this in production for some reason, but for now, this is good enough. Basically, the ones that don't have a lot of volume, it can't get when it does the resampling, it doesn't get it doesn't get the open and the close for every candle. So those, if it doesn't have open and close for every candle, I could probably specify the exact column, but this works good enough. It basically removes those, filters those out of the data set. So there's that, and then what else? This was a helper or wrapper function to help with the multiprocessing. And then this is that parameter passed in, showed before. And then this is just a example of how you would do the multiprocessing. But yeah, that I'm not going to be using at the moment. So let me go ahead and commit this. What should I call this? Or what should I put there? The main thing is this filter, so I'll just say filter filter resample gaps or filter out resample gaps or something like that. I actually want this to not be part of the commit either, and then I'll bring it back in. So git commit filter out resample gaps. Okay, let's bring it back in. Cool. And right now, let's focus on, let me see how this is working right now. I want to focus on, switch my focus over to prod, and then come back to testing. And the reason is I want to just think about that a little bit more. I've kind of been avoiding it or ignoring it for now. Because if I go too far in the thinking about testing and then I realize, oh, that's weird for prod and I need to totally redo some stuff, then I need to think about that earlier than later, I think. So I don't create too much extra work down the road. Yeah, obviously this code can be a lot better, but it's okay. What is this? Find previous Friday. Is this used for anything? Get trading dates. Oh, interesting. Okay. Ah, yeah, I had to deal with Friday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday. What do I want to do, or what do I have here? Oh, okay, that's good. All right, so yeah, I want to focus on prod, and I'm going to do that in two ways. I'm not going to use the script for now. It's been working great. I'm going to use basically just the REST server on its own. Also, but for now, actually, I am going to use a script to get the data. I want to double check how it's working too. Okay. What I want to do is I'm going to erase this. I'm not too concerned with this. Oh, I'll talk about this for a second. So I was thinking this has all the information I need. Should I even create a separate file for the current date? Or should I just include the calculations? I think it's going to be easier to think about and look at to actually just populate this and then read both those in, concat them every time I need to do a calculation. I think that's fine. I don't think it's a big deal. We already saw how quick it is to do that on 500,000 rows, so that should be fine. At least for now. So what I want to do is basically every time I'm gonna set a time manually as if the timer's running, and I want to basically populate 520 as if it's today's trading date is 520. It's not, but if it was, I want to populate that with prod. I'm gonna use the mock REST API. I'm gonna read that in. I'm not gonna do this for now. Here, I'll just put not for now. Not for now. Save calculations, not for now. And not for now. I should have just put these in like a section. Okay, anyways. So yeah, it's going to read in the files of the 15-minute bars and then append rows to the 15-minute bars. So or actually, it's just going to append to the 520 every 15 minutes. So get calculations, that's going to call get calculations. So I'm going to run this as a standalone script. I'm going to say Python get calculations, and it should just log that out. Perfect. And then I want to run the REST server, which I don't have running right now. REST, Python, REST, REST server. Okay. And how does this work again? You pass in a date and you pass in a date and a time. Is that right? And obviously the time would be just for testing, so. Okay. So, let's see here. Let's do, I'll ask ChatGPT to make a request to this. Oh, I need a note here. Do not include any tickers that in newer that are not in previous day. So remember I was doing some filtering. Obviously I'm doing a lot of filtering, but when I was including all the tickers and filtering those, I do not include any tickers. Yeah, I just want to make sure that the newer data doesn't have extra tickers for some reason. I don't know if that'll cause issues based on how I have things coded, but it's just a good idea. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is say ChatGPT, make a request to this endpoint, use requests, and I'm going to just put it in line for now. I might factor it later. Maybe I'll put it in a function. ChatGPT make. Let me refresh this. Make a request to this endpoint using PyRequest library. Oh, whoops. No. Here. Okay. Get rid of all those comments, formats. Oh, shit. Doesn't know it's part of the function. Gotta import requests. Alright. And then I want the I want current date. Current date equals time, or not time, date time, now, string, date, current date string, f string, current date string, adjusted true, and your API key here, which I don't need at the moment. Let's import date time. Cool. All right. Now, test get calculations, print get calculations, current date string. Let's just print the URL, make sure that's all good. And for now, this is going to be HTTP localhost. I don't remember the port. Is it running? Yeah, 5,000. Oops, 5,000. Let's do 127.0.0.1. Just do the actual IP. All right, and then print URL. Sure. And then return. Just see if this is looking somewhat correct. 618, okay. And then what was the other param I need for now? Init scanner data REST server. It's called time string, and that is one of these. Mm, 09. Oh, and then current date actually. I'm gonna set it to 2024 05 17 20. I should be setting it to based on the config, but I'll use that for now. Because I'm never gonna use this otherwise. Actually, so this is fine. Time string 932.00. Request failed 400. What is it looking for? I forgot. Oh, it's just time. It's just time. Okay, Apple and Microsoft. All right. Hmm. Basically want to add another ticker, so I'm going to duplicate Microsoft for testing purposes right now. Whoops, let me add a space. Okay, from here down. Whoa, that's a lot. Slow down there. This will be LOL. All right. So we got that. Let's try this again. Oh, it only reads it once. That's fine. I think. And now we have LOL. Alright, cool. So LOL is not going to be in here. So that's one thing I want to do. Um, I'm trying to think about how to do this right. Timestamp ticker open close. Area API key here. Let's see here. Print data. Don't need that anymore. Don't really need that. Already doing that. Read in the files. Okay. So yeah, if I don't get any response, let's see, data, oops. I'll just say data equals none. And down here we'll say if data, print data. See what we got there. Looks good still. Sometimes I worry about caching stuff. Okay, that's good. Just want to see a difference there. Okay, if data request. Do not include any tickers that are newer, that are not in the previous day. Or no, in newer than in the previous, not in the previous day. Okay, so if data, we can say, let's put it in a data frame. df equals pd dot JSON normalize, which takes a string, data, print df. Oops, no, we want to get results. Glad I did this exactly how it is, because I would have screwed this up. I know I was saying earlier, I don't care about that, but I do. If data and data dot get results, results equals data, or no, sorry. Here, let's just do this. No, let's do, yeah, I think this will always be fine. If data not get results, hold on. Yeah, it's called bars. That's what they are. If bars print, or data, df, data frame data, or no, bars data. If bars data equals bars for now. Here, if parse data. There we go. So if it's an array, cool. All right, so we have that, and now let's do the whole rename thing. So df equals df dot rename. Actually, let's do some, what is it? Sub, I don't know, I forget what it's called. It's not, is it slicing? Sub indexing, something like that? I don't know. We just want ticker. We just want open. And close and timestamp. Really don't even care about open, but let's go. That's fine. And timestamp. Ticker, I'll do them in order that came back. Close, open, timestamp. Rename. Equals the map, which is going to be T is ticker. C is close. O is open. And T is timestamp. Okay, and then not rename, but df equals df. Let's reorder these. Actually, I'll order them correctly now. So this is timestamp ticker open close, timestamp ticker open close, like that. Timestamp ticker open close. Get rid of that. Take a look. Perfect. And then if bars data and len bars is that, get that. I'm gonna say previous day df equals um hmm. Need trading dates, huh? Trading dates. You know what? This is gonna be a knitted. So I'm just gonna read it indirectly. Trading dates. Df equals pd.read csv misc trading dates index. Okay, print. Get rid of this. What? Oh, data. I'll deal with the path stuff later. let's see, trading dates. And then trading dates. What is this? Date? Date? iLoc -1. Last trading date equals that. Print. $6.17. Type. Last trading date. String. Okay, cool. For now, I'm gonna set this though. Last trading date equals 2024 05 17. Just like that. Oh yeah, I need this. Okay. So yeah, previous ADF equals pd.read CSV. This is gonna be in data bars 1 minute, or no, 1 minute, 15 minute, slash, I will fix all these later. I just don't feel like dealing with the, stuff. The paths right now. Previous ADF. Got it unexpected. Ah, keep forgetting. That's only when you're saving. Okay. And then I want tickers. Unique. Print tickers. Up on Microsoft. All right. Quickest way I know to do this is doing df.loc, df.ticker is in tickers. So let's check it out without that filter and then with the ticker. I mean with the filter. Without the filter and then with it, we should not have LOL. Cool. Done. Print df. Don't need that. Oh. Okay. So basically when you run this, it gets that bar. I could have it look at like the previous bar, but I don't want to do that. If os.path.exists, gotta import os. If os.path.exists, read this in current date string. This exits. Yeah. If it already exists, else pass. Df equal, or no, what do I want to call this? Calc df equals pd dot data frame. If os path dot exists, calc df equals pd dot read csv. This. I think that's fine. And then you just append to it, right? Calc df dot equals calc df dot concat. Oh, I gotta do the whole timestamp thing. I'll do that in just a second. Timestamp. New York. New York. Alright. CalcDF is CalcDF dot concat, or no, PD dot concat. CalcDF and df. Let's see how this works. Oh yeah, and then CalcDF to CSV. This again. Obviously it needs to be a variable, but oh, that's for I need index is false stuff. Okay. Cool. Basically two more things. I have to sort values. Not that. Not that. There we go. Sort values, subset. Where am I at? Oh, whatever. CalcDF equals CalcDF dot sort values by ticker and timestamp. And anything else? New York. New York. This stuff. It's called timestamp. It is in milliseconds. UTC is true. Convert to New York. Hmm. Should have tested that. I think it'll be fine. No, it should be fine actually. The nanoseconds is the minute data from the flat files, but from the API it's milliseconds, I believe, and it is UTC, and then you have to convert that. Okay, let's just try this. Very nice. Let's change the time. The time is I'm not sure. I don't know if I was clear earlier. I'm not sure if the API. I'm assuming they give you the timestamp to the last minute when you do group daily, but can't be certain. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So what I want to do? Oh, I want to test adding times. So this should. I'm not gonna worry about this because it's never gonna happen. Oh, what the heck? Inferring 76. What? Oh, yeah. Good point. So yeah, it's gonna add wait, what the? Oh no, no, yeah, it's adding duplicate data. Forgot it was sorted by ticker. So yes, this needs the same thing actually. Not quite. Pretty much just that. So let's try that again. Got one, and ooh, what happened? Point. Oh no, this is right. Hmm. There we go. Key error calc df. What am I doing? How did that even happen? I must have just, I don't know. Okay, let's try that again. And it just keeps working and working. Alright, nice. Perfect. Um, originally works again. And then if I do, let's do a previous time. Not that that'll ever happen, but just want to see if it actually sorts it. Yeah, it does. 31, 32, 32. Very nice. And this would be more like, what's actually going to happen is something more like this. Something more like, uh, sorry, 45. like that. And then the next one would be 10. Okay. I think that's working exactly how I want it to for now. So let's just go over it really quick and then I'm gonna stop there. Wait, trading dates? Oh yeah, it's like, why am I not using that? Let's just go over this. Got requests, date, time, which I'm not using for the test stuff for now, but I will be using it. Got that stuff. Let's do that. Very nice. I don't think there's anything else. So this is an empty data frame, and then if that path exists, it reads it in, converts timestamp. Otherwise, it just takes the empty data frame and cats the new stuff on. Looks good. Alright, I am going to stop there. Get rid of these not for nows. And just say work in progress. What did I do here? Nothing. Okay. Very nice. Cool. It's gonna stop there. Next time, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but still have a lot to do. Um, but yeah, it's a start. All right, thanks for watching.